And good afternoon, everyone, and Warp103 bringing another video. And do we need another tank inside the game that literally you have to spam gold to make this tank actually work? I think not. So check out this review and sit back, relax, and of course, enjoy the show.
I'm gonna have to rain down a godly firestorm on you.
And thank you for viewing this video. If you like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking the icon above, and then of course hitting the bell icon to get notifications when the next video drops. So here we go. And good afternoon, folks. Warp103 bringing another video. This time here we are basically looking at the gsor 1008. Yeah. No. I'm just gonna start right here. Just no. I played a couple of battles inside this thing and everything else today, and just no. All right, let's start off. Tank destroyer, autoloader sounds like a great combination, right? Okay. Now, just because you throw an autoloader at something, don't mean it's good. And in this case here, it ain't good. All right, let's go with the basics. Okay. All right. So we're going to compare it to the Scorpion, the SU, and a tier 7 AT-15A. Yes, I went with tier 7 AT-15A. I know I'm going to get grief for it. Hear me out and you'll understand why. Okay. So the DPM is, well, it's sucking a massive D. It is. It's just no. Okay, now its penetration at 226. No bueno compared to the Scorpion and the SU. It's just no. The damage per shot, again, so meaning that you got to expose yourself longer to get your shots off and everything else. So that versus the Scorpion come out and the SU come out, peek, bow, shoot you in the face, and go away. Okay, so this is why I said, you know, these are a little bit different, because you again, these are shoot in on the move, pull away, go away. So that's why I matched it up to the AT-15A. So damage per minute. So if let's say both of these guys are facing each other. Now again, I know the penetration is lower and everything else, that, you know, at 171, but the penetration to actually fire at the same the gsor, it literally will pin. So that's the reason why I chose it for. So if you're looking at the actual damage and everything else, so that they straight up firing at each other, literally, this guy is going to eat a big hard one. But the AT is slow. Okay, right, it's slow, but its armor is epic. So unless this guy is hitting weak hit spots and everything else, that which he can't, I'm gonna show you in the video, and so that it's like, no, it's not going to hit weak spots. So again, all right. Now your interclip reload. Now again, we talked about this the other day. The interclip reload they're trying for is usually 1080. So this does 1,280 in 6 seconds. Okay. That's a little bit better. That's cool. Interclip reload of 2 seconds. Yes, that's really good. We love that. Caliber. Ammo capacity. Wah, wah, wah. You know how autoloaders are, when you run low on ammo, yeah, you usually get, you know, kind of destroyed. So its potential is way less than Scorpion, meaning that if late game, if you've been firing it like you're supposed to and everything else, that you might not be able to carry because you don't got enough potential damage. Okay. Now let's look at the aim time. Sue, same aim time. Scorpion, way better aim time. Dispersion. 130 PM is slightly worse than dispersion. Scorpion, better than dispersion. But dispersion on the move, meaning that once you move that turret, yeah, this is when it starts to fall down. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. Okay. Now, turret transfers, okay, you know, if you're just moving a turret around, yeah, it's a little bit better. But again, this one here, you have to turn the vehicle more to actually get those shots off. All right, after firing, again, it's crap compared to the other two. Elevation, Both of these can shoot how much higher. This does have the edge on gun depression though, which again is good. That's something you always want, good gun depression. Transverse, as you can see, minus 180, plus 180. So again, you at times will have to move the turret in the body of the vehicle. Forward speed. This is a lie. Lie. You can only hit this falling down a mountain. On regular flat surface, the most you're gonna reach, and I'm talking about with a good crew, is 40. And again, I'm saying on, let's say if you're on Helmsdorf and you're on a level surface and everything else, that the only time you can reach it, because you know your soft stats not really that good. Now again, the Scorpions and everything else like that is worse than the soft stats, so mobility wise this should be much better until you get down to the actually looking down to the effective, and you see on most cases except for medium ground and soft ground, the Scorpion and the SU is more mobile. It's just what it is. Okay, cool. Let's go down to the armor. Now, this armor is, I'm gonna say, is going to fool you. The armor values show that is epically good, and so armor wise, this is where it shows pretty damn good. You should have good armor and everything else there. But surprisingly, it'll bounce a shot every so often, but most of the time it gets destroyed. It doesn't really have armor. Now, of course, compared to the Scorpions and everything else, that you ain't got no armor. They did have no armor at all. It just, that's where their mobility comes in at. It does have a little bit of more health than all the rest of them, which is good and everything else. So that the engine health is better than the Scorpions, worse than the SUs. Track health is a little bit on the low side, and your ammo rack is superb. So you're not going to get ammo racked as much inside it, which is great. Now, stationary camo. Better than the Scorpion, worse than the SU. After firing, better than both. Moving camo, again, same thing. SU is better, Scorpion is worse. After firing, again, better. View range, it does top out on view range 370 over the rest like it is bueno. It's really good. Radiator range, I don't know why they keep doing this to these new tanks and everything else like that. Again, I've already told you a situation before when the last thing that had a low radio range, literally that for a tank destroyer without having a good radio, that's a bad thing, because if you need to snipe somebody at distance that you're relying on the information and you don't have it, yeah, that's gonna suck. Fire chance, again, same as the Scorpion, a little bit worse than the SU. The cost per shell, again, people are saying, well, I'm making a lot of money with this. I'm like, how? Because the cost per shell is more than the Scorpion and a little bit better than the SU 35 PM. So again, that's the stats for this thing and everything else. Now again, I'm showing you the soft stats. This thing is all about the gun handling. The gun handling, again, makes this thing fall down flat on its face, because I was in a situation where I've lost the match because my gun literally could not hit a light tank that was stationary, firing shot after shot after shot after shot. Now you can put part of his poor aim, you can put whatever RNGs, but again, 4 shots and I couldn't get this guy killed. That's not cool. So let's look at the armor profile. All right, so again, we have the SU in as its comparison, everything else to the end. You can see the sea of red. Again, gun depression good, the angles like that, ammo capacity is okay and everything else to that, but compared to the other one, it's just not a good tank. All right, let's look at the 3D model. Okay. Now again, let's actually put the live model. It's facing an SU. No bouncy, nothing, nada, nothing. It's not bouncing anything. It's just not. It's gonna get shot to the face. It's gonna just get wrecked and everything else like that. let's change it. Let's change it to something else that should be able to, it should be able to bounce. Oof. This is the AT-15A. Yeah. So again, low caliber guys, you know, still again, AT-15A, its gun is crap. It's not, this is not a gun that has a high penetration. It's tier 7. It's going to pin it almost everywhere. I mean, there's a strip right here that is going to auto ricochet, but even facing those turrets as rapid fire as the AT-15's gun is and everything else, that it's going to have a high chance of pinning a lot of the areas on side of the tank. So yeah, this is no bueno. Again, now you probably say, well, it's supposed to stay in the background and everything else and shoot from distance, but no, at distance with this dispersion, with this it's stats for when it's actually shooting on the move and everything else, so that it doesn't do that well. It just doesn't. I mean, the other one just does it better. You know, and again, I'm not even, and again, this is versus the AT. Again, let's put it back towards the tier 8. Let's do, again, the Scorpion. It's just, at range, this thing is not going to cut it. It just doesn't. Again, because when you have to move the turret and everything else, that you'll see in battle and you'll be like, wow, that sucks for you, doesn't it? Yeah, pretty much does. The mobility at 60 only comes when it's, again, falling down a hill. So let's go to the videos. Let's see it in action. So we picked this replay here and everything else. That now this is actually the second, no, this is actually my third battle on the tank. This battle here, I literally put in, you know, a 4-skill crew, just kitted it out. Again, I don't put in gold. Again, it's against my thing when I first get a tank to put in gold. You normally don't put in a good crew inside of it, but after the first battle in this tank, I was sitting there like, I was like scratching my head, why would they even bring this thing out? So again, comparing it to the SU, you know, compared to the Scorpion, both, you know, it's like, no. Now, I'm showing you getting into place and everything else that, you know, it's going 40. Get up into position, we get right here. Now, I'm going to do a series of things, basically move the, I'm going to move the turret, you know, basically move things around and see how it shapes up. So you see turret movement, you see on the move, you know, just to see how long it aims and everything else. And okay, here we go. Off to the side of where I aimed. Now bounce 1 shot, bounce 2 shots. Again, at an angle going down, and if you backing away, you are able to bounce some shots. Only if you are using your maximum gun depression. If you're not using a maximum gun depression, everything can pin you. So, just for letting you guys know. So if you use your gun depression against, you know, lower tier targets and everything else to that, they won't be able to pin. Again, anything that has high enough penetration to over 210 and everything else that, they will pin you. All right, here we go. We're reloaded again. Now look, it says I don't have a pin marker on this guy, so literally I have to aim for the lower plate. Got the 2 shots into the lower plate. Nice. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Please hit the like, subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. Until then, this is Warp103, so have fun. Catch you later. 310. Oh, there's the SU. Now again, I constantly, when I'm playing auto, I clip all the time because I already know and said that you know, you need those shots. You don't want to be 2-shot dude and be like, oh no, I can't finish the guy off. If no one's in, particularly in your range, no one's close, I always clip. I always reload. It's just what I do automatically. Oh, I'm getting sunlight in from over there. Let's fix that real quick. All right, now again, the reload time is excruciatingly long. I mean, Jesus, you know, that's something I wasn't really prepared. I thought the reload time was going to be much better than what it was, but again, The interclip reload, I love it. That's really good. 2 seconds is really, really good. But the reload time of the for your full clip is just way too long. I mean, they really need to bring that down at least 5 seconds. That would give it some added DPM, because again, it's not good. All right, again, no burn over here. Now I'm just sitting over here so that what a tank destroyer is supposed to do. Now I know some people are like, well, why didn't you go in closer? Why didn't you go in and try to, again, this is a tank destroyer. This thing is not blessed with all types of armor. This is played the same way you play the Scorpion. And sorry, the SU, I said Scorpion, my bad. The way you would play SU, because again, it's not as fast as a Scorpion, so you can't run in and say, oh, I'm going to run into a place and play like a medium. So this is more in line with the SU than it is with the Scorpion, at least when it comes to maneuverability. Even though I've always stated that it's actually worse than that, but trying to get some spotting and trying to get some things in, and okay. Now, keep my binos up. I'm trying to do everything I can to maximize what I'm actually seeing here. Now, I'm actually going to speed this up really quickly so that, because this part here is relatively boring for the next couple of seconds. There's nothing going to happen over here. You know, it's just like, okay, down the side, okay, let's try and move out to another area. Now again, when you're going off a hill, your speed will pick up. Now the replay is showing it's faster than what it is. Unfortunately, the replay bug when it comes to speed is a little bit annoying. But you can get the gist of it. You can see how fast it's going in reverse and everything else to that. Now, you can already see the LT is moving in on the far side. I'm making a blind, I'm making a space that I can cover the artillery. I'm making a space so when artillery comes, I literally will be able to ham his behind. Sorry, when the LT comes, okay, so there's the 2 LTs, they're still out of range and everything else, but I'm just waiting here. Can't get shots in the middle unless I move over further, but I'm like, okay, if I'm where I'm at, I can cover the LTs. And just strictly, this gun, I'm getting up to the part right here so that it's really not good. Okay, there's the LT. You can see how far it lags behind when basically comes to turret rotation. So unfortunately, some turret rotation a little bit slow. I couldn't get an extra shot off. Like, okay, well, you have a guy over here on this side here I can hit. No. So the other one's left, there's an LT that's literally with almost no health left. I want you to look at the shots on that LT. Again, I'm holding right here because I'm holding someone to come over. Again, I got to make sure that the CS list doesn't get flanked. So I'm in a position where I can literally cover the medium. If the LT comes over to try to hit our arty, I should be able to take care of him. If the T-74 comes over, I can handle him. Okay, there's the LT. Boom, he popped into view. He has 7 HP. Now look. Wait. Nope. Fully aimed. Nope. Hold up, one more time. Nope. Three fully aimed shots and no kill. Nice. I call it epic. Okay. That's just something that shouldn't happen. RNGesus, whatever, you know. Literally, if we get that guy got killed, that the difference in this battle is that guy dying. Okay, there he is again. 1 shot left. I don't even know what else to say. And then you have the long reload. Now again, he got killed by the LT that if I had killed that guy out of 4 shots. Now you can call it bad aim. One of them you can say, okay, bad aim by me. Rushing the shot, even though I didn't have any choice, because you see how fast he disappeared after that, about to shoot. So I had a choice, let it fully aim in, which again, you don't even have the time to do because the reload is so long. So I'm like, whoa, great. All right, so let's look. One here, and again, slower targets, cool. All right, spotted. Let's pull away. Only one left. Nice. Oh, okay. Oh, shot again. We're gonna wait. Oh, just couldn't hold vision for 1 second longer. So basically now I have to reload. Now, thankfully, they didn't actually go to the cap. They said, oh, no cap, kill all. Great. It lets me get a little bit more damage, and thank you so much. I sure appreciate it. So basically, so at this point here, so that I am reloading, I'm going to speed up the reload because nothing is going to happen until our reload is done. All right, I'll start moving forward because my reload is almost over, and let's go. All right, so we creep over. Hopefully we can see somebody, and boom, there we go, the first person. All right, we see him. Now again, look how long you have to aim to make sure that you get the shots in. If you do any quick shots, anything else like that, you try to snapshot in this, it ain't gonna work. But okay, we're going to move in and spot it again. LT is right there. Quick shot. He's close enough for me to see, and of course I'm about to die right here. All right, battle number 1's done. Let's go to battle number 2. All right, we're going to join battle number 2 in progress. Now, again, battle number 2. Now, again, I'm literally turning this thing around. It's like that. This is the normal speed. This is not some. Sorry. This is normal speed. This is not some jewelry rig stuff and everything else that you just want to see how it turns. Now again, we're going to get in position. We're going to be like, oh, we got nice things to do. Standard tank destroyer bush where most tank destroyers are going to be at. Now we're going to speed this up, obviously, because there's nothing right there at the moment, and then we're going to have someone pop up on the left hand side. All right, nothing tapping. Their team is mostly on the far side. So again, this is just typical replay, and then we go for our first guy. First shot, second shot, third shot. Now, thankfully, he's staying stationary. He's basically showing his lower plate to me and everything else. So that, boom, those shots are going to pin all the time. Any tank destroyer will be able to do that because literally, if you literally have your front plate up in the air that anybody can hit, anybody should be able to pin. So that's nothing, fairly saying, oh, this tank is good. Okay, let's go to the next part. Let's move up. Again, got the video sped up because no one wants to see me traveling halfway around the world. Our team is basically losing this, but so far, it's fine. We just lost a couple of tanks in a row. I think we can pull it back. It's fine. The Emil is working the ridge line. So basically, I'm going to work the ridge line too. Now, working ridge lines in this tank here, it can be done. So if you can go haul down, or like this, look. Again, anything that's over 300, this gun has a problem with getting its first shots off. So 300 less, 300 more. This gun is basically like that. The 300 range is where this gun functions its best at. Any further than that, no. So it's one of those tanks that you say it's like, okay, well, you're a tank destroyer, you should be built for long range. No, this thing is built for medium range and medium range only. Now again, look at the distance I am. I'm fully loaded. I'm pulling back some because I don't want to get spotted right away. And just waiting right there. Get the spotting in. Boom, boom. That's excellent. Oops. Sorry. I go so slowly turning. Now, again, when you're going down a downhill slope, you'll see it rev up really, really good. And then once you turn away from that, then you start to go up. your speed basically just goes away. So, flat ground, I'm not feeling it as much. And I like autoloaders. It's not, it's one of those things I play a lot of. You know, I have, you know, the AMX 5100, the, you know, the AMX 50B. I mean, I own the Emil. It's not, I know how autoloaders work. I work with them all the time. I know the object of the autoloader is to basically clip somebody out when they're not looking. So we're going to do this right now. We're going to go in against the object. Object is basically should be dead by my hands easily, right? I have 4 in the mag. He's back to me. 1, 2. Oh, how did I miss that shot? Again, I don't feel this is anything special compared to the Scorpions, compared to the SU. It's one of the things that this is a tank that if they had brought it out any other time, non-holiday thing instead of, and it's not going to be inside the loot boxes, I'd be like, okay, you know, it's okay. It's not going to be nothing to write home about. It's not going to be the best tank in the world, so that, but there's something that, you know, priced right, it'd be a okay tank to get. But the other problem is, what are you going to use it for? Unless they're bringing out a line of TDs that are autoloaders for the British, it's a one-off. Now, if someone's telling me later on, it's like, well, you need to, this can be a great crew trainer for your British TDs that are autoloaders, then from there I'd be like, ooh, wow, great. Because the crew layout does not match any of the other TDs that's inside the game. So again, it's not going to be a great crew trainer, because if you use it to train your crews, you're going to be missing guys for your other tanks. So again, unless they specifically, if this is what we're looking forward to, and they're going to have more tanks like this coming forward for you to use as a crew trainer, then from there I'll give it a second look. But for right now, it's a non-starter. You know, if this is not something you want to wish for out of the loot box, it's just not. Well, that's my thoughts on it and everything else that you see in my gameplay. Choose for yourself. This is Warp103 saying warp out, have fun. We'll catch you in the next one. Of course, please hit that like, subscribe button. It'll always help the channel out. Until then, we will catch you later.